A beautiful afternoon for a good AFC matchup between the New Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training, and off we go on EA Sports. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. And he's got room. He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
That gets them 3 yards close. Here as it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And bringing the Patriots out, Tom Brady. And Tom, now the second youngest and second oldest quarterback to win a Super Bowl after winning it this past season. Going to turn 40 on August 3rd. How much does he have left in the tank?
I would say that the tank seems like it's darn near full. And I can't believe I'm actually saying that, because no one is supposed to be playing at that type of a level at that age in the NFL. Yet Tom Brady's doing it. And it's absolutely phenomenal to watch. We know it's going to come to an end one day, but I'm projecting it out farther than I ever would have thought because of the way he played this past season.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Blunt, the lone running back. Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Last year for Edelman, just below 100 receptions, 98, over 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns. And, you know, this is a guy that gets a lot of pub for being that perfect receiver for Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. What's his role going forward?
I think his role going forward is to be a bona fide #1 receiver in the NFL, meaning he's not just a Tom Brady receiver.
Chris Hogan. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 58 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, 47 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Yeah, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions. And, boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone.
And now out come the Steelers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's where they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
They slot Gronkowski outright. On second down, here's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's now 4th and 3.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part on offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4, and that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They slot Gronkowski outright. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off William Gay. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And the cut, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Boswell for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On play action, it's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Lawrence Timmons in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations. Because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, he finds big 87.
Here's Blunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1:59 to go in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Hayward able to get him for a loss of about 3. From midfield, here's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates, never hung his head through the injury, celebrated with him all the way through the title.
We've seen superstars in the past, when their team does well without them, they're happy, but they recede into the background, right? They get out of the way because it does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel like, hey, without me, they may take a little bit of a step back. But with Gronk, you never saw that. You saw him with him every step of the way, cheering his team on, happy for their success. They went 11-0 without him in 2016, but I know this, they don't want to try it again.
No,
they want the big fella back.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 3 yards out, and the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, got pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And James has it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime?
And they get to it with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Brady gives now to Blunt. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Blunt, the lone running back. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Mitchell.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down, and it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, an 80-yard touchdown. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results